Hi friends, I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you're staying inside, washing your hands, listening to your family, and finding fun ways to do new things. So today I thought I'd do another recycled activity. I have all this cardboard and all these other materials I've saved that I thought that I would try to make a Hot Wheels garage and working car wash. So I've seen some different types of pictures on Pinterest of people making garages out of the cardboard and different like doll houses and things like that. Okay, so here are some of the materials that I saved, but you can save any of the materials that you want to recycle. I found some pool noodles, some pipe cleaners, I have glue sticks, my hot glue gun, I have paint, some plastic, some glue, I have scissors. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a base out of this long box. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape these sides with some, I have this masking tape here. Okay, so I've taped the slits in the box so that it's a nice solid base now. And now I'm going to think about how am I going to make the platform so that I can make a ramp for the cars to go down. So I'm going to try to find some of the cardboard that I have. Here's some. I already have this part of a box that might work, so I think that if I maybe turn it around, maybe I can put it like that, and then maybe I can have a ramp coming off like that. So then I just have to think about what other types of cardboard I have. I have this spaghetti box that's kind of got two sides like a rail, so maybe I can find a way to attach it so it comes down. It almost kind of looks just like a ramp. So I think I'm going to tape and glue those on, and I will show you when I'm finished. Okay, so I'm back. I added tape around the edges. I added a pillar to hold the one edge of the platform up, and I added part of the ramp. So I just want to show you where I'm at so far. So here's the one part of the ramp. I taped it on there. And then I added a pillar over here and I taped it on there so that it would be solid on the top. I have some toilet paper rolls. I have an old almond milk container, but I was thinking of putting the almond milk container up here for like, I don't know, for something for like extra layers of it. And I'm going to put a rim around the side of the platform up here so the cars don't fall off. So I'm going to use an old gift box to make the railing across the top. And I'm just going to tape that on and I will show you when I'm finished. Okay, so I have the rail taped on, and what I did is I just cut off the lip of the gift box and I just taped it on both sides. And now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make like a little ramp right here so the car doesn't just fall off. And then I was thinking about adding maybe like a toilet paper roll underneath here for a little bit of support. And then I'm going to continue with maybe part of the gift box this way. Oops, sorry. This way going down so that the ramp can continue downward. So stay tuned. Okay, so I'm back. I added the little ramp for the car to go down, and then I had to add like a guide rail because the car kept flipping backwards. It still does sometimes, but most of the time it goes forward. And then I added a support beam with a toilet paper roll here, and I glued it. And then part of the gift box, I folded and made the ramp to go all the way down. So we're gonna test it. Let's see what happens. Hey, it works. Let's see. That car wasn't working very well. We'll see if it does it. It did it! Hooray! Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to put a guardrail up here so that the cars don't fall off, and then maybe some type of parking garage or some type of building out of this box. So stay tuned. Okay, so we have our ramps on. We put our building on. We put a guardrail right here by the ramp so that the cars don't fall off there. Put the building up. We use some popsicle sticks as parking spaces. And I don't know if I can zoom out enough for you to see, but it really seems like it's starting to come together. I cut this piece of a pancake box out, and I was thinking I could use it inside as, like, I don't know, something for the cars or something. Maybe for like a mechanic's spot where they go to fix their car. I don't know, something. We'll figure it out. Maybe we'll make a gas station. We can be creative, but I think that the car wash will come over here, so the cars will have to have a ramp to go up into the car wash, through, and then back out. And I don't know if I want it close by the garage or further away. We're gonna play with it a little bit. So I've got to make some plastic ramps. So I think I will use a recycled milk jug, because if it's gonna go into real water, I don't want it to get all wet. And then we have all these different foam pieces and other things that we're gonna try to use to put into the car wash. And I'm thinking that they'll come in like a U shape and go through the little wash areas and then come back out. So stay tuned. Okay, so here I am. I'm working on the car wash. I used a part of a pool noodle and I cut it down. And then my son had some old like tool pieces from his little toolbox thing that he doesn't want anymore. And I took a pipe cleaner and a broken Nerf dart to put it. And I'm gonna put these in the pool noodle, and then I'm gonna hot glue it down so that when the car drives through them, it'll spin, and then I'll angle this down so that it like rolls over the car like in the real car wash. And then I have some felt that I'm gonna cut for like the strings that wipe over the car, and I think we'll come in through this way. So the car's backwards, but we'll come in through this way, and then the car will come out over here. Okay, so I took the screws and I put the pool noodles on them, and then I took a pipe cleaner and attached it to the screws, and I thread the Nerf dart through the pipe cleaner, and I hot glued it to the bottom. And then what I did is I took some drinking straw and I made like a A-frame, and then some felt, and I hot glued the felt to the A-frame. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it down here like that. And then I have these pom-poms that I thought we could pretend are like the dryers at the end. And we'll put them there or something. So I'm gonna glue all that down. Stay tuned. Okay, so the car wash is finished. I used plastic from milk jugs to make the ramps, straws as railings so the cars wouldn't fall off. I popped up the pom-poms with some straws so that they wouldn't get wet when I put the water in. And I'm gonna put the water in, and I hope that the plastic is okay, because the hot glue gun was so hot, it did melt some of the plastic. So let's see. There's the soap. And I dribbled that there, but it doesn't look like we have any leaks. So let's test it out. Alright, so here's the car, and the car drives up and into the car wash. And it goes through the rollers, through the washers, and then up and down the ramp. I think the car will have to maybe go on the freeway to dry off because it's a little wet. But there's the car wash. Another thing I worked on was the gas station. I just used 2 toilet paper rolls and a piece of cardboard for the top. And then I cut some cardboard for the little gas pumps. These are pipe cleaners. And that's the city. I don't know if I'll paint the bottom to look like roads and maybe grass. Maybe I'll add some pictures inside of the garage, like parking spaces and things like that. But this is what it's looking like. Okay friends, so we're back. I've finished the garage and I'm going to give you a tour of all the things I've done. I painted it and designed it, but you can do whatever you want with your creation. So here it is. So we have some cars that are getting gas at the gas station. So you just take the little gas pump. Can put it on the car, and then when they leave they can drive down the road, go through the tunnel. See if I can push it through. And they can continue on the path. They can either go up the ramp to go inside of the garage, so he can go up the ramp and he can stay there. See, he's in the tire shop there. He's gonna get his tires changed. Or they can, okay, so he's gonna drive through the tunnel. There we go. And he can go alongside of the building here. Drive like that. And he can go into the garage there. We will turn him. If I turn the garage, you can see I'm going to open the garage door and he can go into the lower bay at the tire shop. And now we're going to go to the second story of the garage. We have some cars parked in the garage. We have a Cheerios race car, another car with, like, it looks like a wrench. Maybe he should work in the garage. This is the Joker car. Drive it back in. We have a semi truck. Park him back in the garage. And then we have this black and white car. We're gonna let him go down. Oh, it's a police car. We're gonna let him go down the ramp. So hopefully I can get a big enough view for you to see him go down the ramp. Let's see. Uh-oh. And he goes down that way. Oh, there he goes. And if we come over this way, you can drive along the street. Turn around in the garage. And now he goes up the ramp into the car wash, into the bubbles. He drives through the rollers, through the cloth straps, up the ramp, and down the other ramp, through the dryer. And he comes out nice and clean, and maybe he'll get some gas. But there's the car garage that I made. I hope you have fun using cardboard or whatever you have at home to create in any packets that you may have picked up from your school. I hope you enjoy. I wish you well.